Good morning. Despite being extremely tired, I was determined to get some progress down here and get everything ready for the final show. Well, not necessarily final, but well, this thing's getting really bad. I need to reattach it or something. I don't know. This thing. Anyway, that's not what I'm having trouble with today. I mean, it is, but so I think this light's mad at me for moving it because it's just determined to be a real pain in my ass. So first off, I actually broke a wing nut, which I didn't even know was possible, but it snapped off, it leaving me just the clip. So I have to toss that, and then I get the thing screwed in up here somewhere, and I think this is just the cardboard. I don't think there's actually any wood this far back. So I just pulled right out. Fortunately, the light didn't fall because the cardboard's pretty damn strong. But it's like, why is it getting looser and looser? And then I just yanked it and it fell. I was holding it, but so it's like, okay, fine. I gotta go back into the wood. Then I've been using the same bolt. It got stripped to hell and wouldn't actually go in or out. And actually got bent like 30 degrees. So now we're on a new wing and a new bolt, and I'm using a manual screwdriver, and it's almost up. But I mean, come on, I don't even like you, Light. Why you gotta do me like this? And of course, I got the nubs back in to mount it, which was again a real pain in the butt. It just was not cooperating, and then I realized that it was loose and coming down, so I had to undo it and redo it. Oh my god. So I was still also planning on moving him, not so much moving, I'm just putting him with the right mounting bracket, or using one of the clips instead of the one screw. And I was gonna move him over like we discussed to give him some flexibility and to get him further into the room. But I don't even know that I want to do all that now. Since there's other things, I mean, it's been like an hour. It's just royally giving me a pain in the ass. Plus, I forgot the GoPro, so I had to go upstairs and get it from the basement. So yeah, I'm not having a great morning. This is supposed to be fun. Finally, it's up. Not worth it. None of it is worth it. Ugh. Of course, I dropped the stupid rubber grommet again. This time I couldn't find it. So now it doesn't have any, because he was already down the one anyway. But whatever. Seems to be holding its angle. I don't even know if that's the angle I'm using. But it's up. I'm not messing with the other ones. Not tonight, or at least right now. I gotta go see what's up with my vacuum. I think he's stuck. Well, after a day of napping on and off, first with the cat and then with the wife, I'm back at it again. It's about 1 in the morning or something. Actually, I lied. It's only 11 o'clock. So it's 11 o'clock at night. Yesterday kind of had an abrupt end to the day because, as I described, remounting that thing was royally busting my balls. And then my cat was meowing at me from upstairs for some reason. I guess he couldn't find me and thought I was up there. And then I decided I'm gonna go lay down with him. I didn't really want to come all the way back downstairs because, like I said, I was frustrated at the time anyway. And then I was basically asleep till the wife came home. Crashed pretty hard, actually. And then we're spending some time with her. And then I went to bed again because I was still tired even when I woke up. And now here we are. I'm still tired again. So I'll probably take a nap at some point today. Once I get what I want to achieve down here. And probably catch up on my Hearthstone quests. General updates. I think I've decided to give up on moving the U-Box delivery up till Wednesday. It is currently Tuesday morning. Did not have any luck contacting them yesterday. And I haven't really done anything to get any of the spaces prepared where any of the things are going. So I think we're just going to leave well enough alone. Nothing is in there that I need, like, right away. Yeah, it's been over 4 years. No, more than that. It's been, like, over 5 years since I've had it last, so it's a couple more days. Keeping an eye on the Amazon sales. I actually forgot to add the LED lights that are in the back that got broken to my list, like I had said I wanted to keep an eye for when they go on sale. But looking through my order history, they actually showed up as a buy it again item, and they're actually right now 65% off, so they're like $21 or $25 or something like that, which is pretty much the cheapest they go. So I went ahead and ordered a set of those. They're doing a buy a $50 gift card, get a $10 credit, so spending $50 on Amazon isn't exactly hard for me, especially with Christmas coming. I've already got some gifts ordered. So I went ahead and did that because it's just free $10. Slightly annoyed because this guy, new laser, went on a deeper discount. So now he's 20% off instead of 15% off. Ends up being about another $15 cheaper than what I paid. But Amazon doesn't really do price correction anymore. You have to return it and get, reorder it. And I ain't going through all that for $15. Plus, that's about the price they gave me when they lost the first one. It's either a $10 or $15 credit that she applied to the account. So, essentially, I'm still even. I'm just not ahead like I was. Or at least as ahead. Nothing else has really changed. Some of the lasers that I want, like the Sumger guy here, is 20% off again. But I don't think I really need another one of him. At least not for that level of discount. If they want to throw 40% at me, then maybe. The 8-head moving bar that's coming hasn't changed in price any. It's still the $199. No more used ones, at least so far. Guys in the front are still $139 with no coupon or discount, so those are going to just stay a pair for the moment. Some of the animation lasers, like the Share Life and stuff I have, none of them have really gone on sale. The only other thing that's tempting... I think my son's coming downstairs. There he is. Hi, Simba. That's good. If he's down here, he's not going to meow and make up the wife like he just did. So yeah, the only other thing that's currently up there that's tempting is they got the U-King Gobo moving heads. The pods. 2-pack of them is back down to their low price of $158. Which is, they've gone there before. At least once or twice now. Not really sure I need those, nor do I know where the hell I'd put them. It's not really the kind of space for that. I guess I could, I don't know, I was going to say I could mount them in the front, but honestly I think they're too big. They're going to stick up past the screen. So they'd have to go either sidewall, and I think they're still kind of too tall, or back wall, which is, as you can see, kind of crowded at this point. They could go on the floor, maybe on either side of the bar, but I mean they'd be pretty boxed in. They're cool lights, but they're not a good fit for down here. I think between these spiders and the other bar, that'd be good for solid lighting. Use lasers for everything else. They do have a 2-pack of an LED wash light. It's basically a cheaper version of the moving bar that's coming. Main difference there is it doesn't spin. It's just stationary. So, I mean, I could do that if I wanted to get more like side lighting or something. But I basically achieved that with the music mode on the RGB IC strip light that's up there. You know, yeah, they're small, you know, versus a big beam, but especially when they're in full brightness, it's bright enough where it doesn't really matter. I mean, the only really real difference there would be that it doesn't have an actual beam of light so much. Although, who knows, in the laser it might. Or the flag, rather. I don't think I've actually run the strip lights in haze yet. If I do, I don't remember. Maybe it was briefly at the end of one of the laser videos. But I think when I did that, I wasn't running haze yet. So that'll be an experiment for today. I think I'm well rested enough, especially with the nap I'm about to take later tonight, that I should be able to be up sometime midday today to do a full laser music show. I think the plan with that is I'm going to go ahead and one at a time for the beginning, just, you know, turn the lights on individually and kind of see the cumulative effect as it builds to where everything's on. I think that'll be neat. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started on moving him over a little bit. Moving him slightly. Same position, just basically using a center mount instead of the one screw on the one side like I'm doing now. And I think that's it. He's where he's going to go. He's where he's going to go. I don't really have anything else coming. Except for that strip light, which, like I said, is probably gonna go. It'd be better if I can go back here, but where the wood and everything is, more than likely, he's probably gonna go to whatever beam this way, centered. We'll see. And the backlight probably is gonna go back here, maybe right above the couch. Would be my guess, because it's supposed to be a 360 one, so. But yeah, otherwise we're basically done down here. Don't really have anything here yet. I don't have anything on this wall yet, but I gotta have some space for the strip lights to show up. So yeah, I think we're good. Alright, time to do some casual drilling at, 11 o'clock. Oh, I did find a 3-pack of batteries for the GoPro and a charger, a 3-bank charger for like $30. So I'm probably going to end up doing that at some point. Give myself a little more charge distance on these batteries. Not that I should really need like 6, well, 5. But it's good to have. Also, it'll wear out the, it'll spread out the wear a little better, so I'm not just continually draining the same 2. Anyway, time to drill. It's not really going to look much different down here. They're moving very slightly, but I think it'll be a better effect overall. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why I went so far over on this one as I did anyway. I guess I figured it was out of the way and I could see the beam, but this will still be a way better spot for it. Hell, maybe even there. I think that'll be good enough. Well, one down, one to go. That went a lot smoother than that other thing on the back. Still not 100% great, but wasn't too bad. It's definitely better, as I can have full control of pivot now without being shoehorned into where it can go with the bar. Still hits that a little bit, just because he's got such a wide scanning area, but that's okay. I think that works. Alright, one more to go. Not him, but what was I moving? Oh, I want to fix that. Which I don't even know why I'm bothering. It's not gonna really make any difference as far as the lighting. It's more of just a security thing. I don't want that bracket getting bent, and just for consistency. So I'll probably regret it. I think this other laser's got like test modes. I'm gonna go through and see if, I don't think I can adjust any of the alignment, but I want to see how bad it is. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, you can definitely see how off it is. So this is color 1, which is supposed to be white. And yeah, you can very easily see there's a huge divergence between the red, green, and blue on both heads. I swear it was better when I first bought it. Not that I really had it in mode 1 very often. Even like close to the source, it's not really white in very many places. But if you look at it, it still kind of comes out white. So, yeah, hopefully from the light beam source, you'll still get the colored beams, which is the main thing I care about. The patterns on the back being whatever is less of a concern. So there's your red, green, blue mode. Kind of working as intended. Yeah, it is what it is. I did tighten up the screws again too, just to kind of see. Didn't really make any difference. But yeah, considering it's both sides, it must have either came that way or it's getting itself more out of alignment as it goes. Maybe there's too much bass. I'm gonna double check the other one just to see. So I'd say this one's not any better back here. Definitely an RGB split. But it's actually, I was gonna say it's closer up here, but not really. Like directly on the couch, it's close-ish to white, with some halos, of course. Just it's a cheap laser. We'll see now that we have video footage to compare if it's drastically different in beam mode. Well, not so much mode, but when we're just looking at the beams. Because, I mean, it moves so fast. I don't really care if the patterns in the back are specific colors. That was never really the concern. It was mostly just what the lasers coming out of it look like. So hopefully that's still alright. Yeah, let me get this last thing moved. I forgot this other laser was so weird. Not only is it a super tiny power cord, which should mean it's low power, but honestly it really doesn't seem that dim compared to anything else. But it doesn't have a removable bracket. There's no thumb screws. It's just kind of a permanent thing. There might be a screw I can get in there, but he tips enough, fortunately, and he's small enough profile that I can actually just get to the bracket from here. So that's the plan. The other thing I'll mention, because I keep forgetting, in perusing Amazon and the various deals this week, came across something interesting. they have a ceiling star kit, fiber optic star kit. So I could, in theory, convert this into a star liner. They got it on sale for 20% off. Of course, I added it. Actually, just found it a couple days ago and added it even before it went on sale. But for 20% off, it's really tempting. It will look cool down here. The only real problem is it'd be a very tedious project. The small one's 300 pieces, so drilling 300 holes in this. Well, first off, taking the panels down and drilling 300 holes in them and then putting them back up. I don't know if I would do that. It would be an amazingly cool effect, but also the star ceiling's been done. Maybe it's a project for a future theater. I don't know if I'm going to do it for here. It would be neat though, and it's a good deal. But I don't think I got it in me to take all this down just to put some stars up there. Alright, it's done. That was the easiest one yet. So everything is moved and mounted the way that I want now. So I guess we'll do the tour. So we got the two-head guy here from Groland. We got the $300 1900 pattern laser. We got my 9-eye guy, haze machine. That is the Olight kind of mid-range laser. That's the bane of my existence. The two-head red and green guy, red and blue guy. The very first laser light I got for down here. That is the U-King light. That is the Sumger, which is also what that is supposed to be, at least sold by Sumger. He's a cute little laser. And then we got the twin to the guy that's over in the front there. We got the 5-head RGB YC laser from U-King. We got the little mirrored ball dude, which normally is kind of pointing down more like straight. And then we got the two 8-head spiders from U-King. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn everybody on. Probably also with haze, just for a little bit, just to kind of check my wall coverage, make any minor adjustments I want to getting things pointed where I want. And then that'll probably be it until I run music tomorrow. Based on the discussion and length in this video, I'm going to go ahead and do this separate, probably with the wall effects, so you can kind of see how everything looks alignment wise. And then later today, once it gets people are uptime, we'll do the separate video with the music. Alright, let's go ahead and start turning some stuff on. I keep hitting the wrong button. I've had this GoPro for like 3 years and I keep hitting the chapter button instead of the power button. Alright, so that's the coverage of the left two-head laser, basically centered on that back wall, but he's got such a wide angle that he also projects a little bit on the two sides, but that's okay. It's the back of the sides at least. He goes a lot of ceiling stuff, some couch stuff. These lasers are worth it just for their spread. It's the widest spread of anything. Alright, let's turn on his twin. Of course, every time I turn these power switches on, they shift slightly. Another reason to put them on a smart outlet together. No, I don't want you on auto, I want you on slave. Which is that. Looks like they track pretty close. Trying to figure out if I want to make them overlap more or if I like them slightly shifted. It's hard to even tell if they are slightly shifted. Looks like their heights are pretty much spot on. Looks like this one actually might be a tiny bit lower. That looks about right. I think it would be neat if they lined up a little bit better. Let me see what that looks like, if I can even get them close. Well, they're crossing at different angles, of course. So, you know, this one slopes this way, this one slopes this way. But even like, the quality control is definitely a little off, because you can see the bounding box of these two lasers is not the same as the bounding box with these two lasers. They're off from each other, which again, you know, doesn't really matter too much. It's just a point of contention. Probably got shifted in transit or something. One thing I'm gonna try is maybe these screws on the bottom aren't just tightness. Maybe it also does have some sort of positional situation. I'm gonna screw with that for a bit. But I basically got them crossing in the way that I like. More importantly, I got them as minimized on the sidewalls as I can. Because, you know, there's if the more I switch him, then he goes more on this wall. If I switch him this way, he goes more on this wall. So, you know, finding that balance. But at least I have, looks like the middle of this guy's field of view is the same as the middle of this guy's field of view. They kind of cross right by the projector hole, which I think will give me a nice effect. Yeah, something like that. Alright, let's see if moving these screws does anything. No, nothing seemed to move. It just seemed to make them loose and then unloose. Didn't really notice anything changing as far as the beam position, so if it's adjustable, it's not through those. It probably isn't. We're just gonna have to go for it and see what happens. Considering where they are and what they're doing, I think it'll be alright. Alright, more stuff. Well, I guess you get a 3-fer with this one. So this is the front 5 laser. So he covers basically the center of the back wall and the couch pretty good. Some floor. Not really any ceiling. Considering where he's mounted now, I might tip him up a little. Although he's still hitting the ceiling, because he's also got a super wide. Yeah, look, he's already center ceiling. So he's got a super wide scanning angle too, like probably the best of all of them. But with the 5 laser, you also got the 2 spiders. So you can see that now covers all of the walls pretty much to the top. They cross nicely in the middle, making a little crisscrossy deal, and then they go back up. So that should be cool. Did one get stuck? No, okay. That was weird. I don't think... I gotta see if they're still in Master Slave. They should be. We should go off strobe mode. But, more stuff. And I'm probably gonna unplug these guys, because... Actually, I'm probably just gonna turn off 5 laser for right now, because... like I said, he's really loud with no music, and it's kind of irritating. And I certainly don't need the spiders on right now. We'll turn them back on at the end. Yeah, these first couple lasers spoiled me based on their field of coverage. So here is the back dude, the all light. So he's covering pretty much from the screen edge, which I might spin him a little bit, because the other laser is kind of more like in the middle, so as long as they don't overlap, it shouldn't be fine. And he covers this wall. He could move over a tiny bit, it wouldn't be too bad. As far as interfering with the other one. Most of his patterns are pretty clean and self-contained. Played with the height a little bit, but that's basically what I want. It's touching the ground, more or less centered on the wall. It does hit the ceiling, it does hit the couch. Looks like that's good. I guess his most important interactions are going to be with the center U-King laser. Let's go ahead and get him powered up. Which I need to see what I'm doing, so I'll be right back. His controls are a little weird as far as whether it's in auto or not. Auto or sound mode. So it looks good. Just top to bottom scanning is fine. His left to right has never been wide, which is why, like I said, him being touching the screen a little bit doesn't really matter. That all looks good. Let's turn on the one on the other side. I put the U-King in animation mode just to kind of make sure those not getting overlapped. This guy definitely needs to spin over a little bit. Although he's probably not where I left him because I remounted him. I think he was more like over there. And so that looks good between those two. Not a lot of overlap. Covers up that wall nice. You guys are doing your thing without any real occlusion or interference. Alright. And we add more stuff. Alright, I got tired of getting blinded by the front laser, so I turned them off temporarily. I guess the next most important one as far as occlusion is going to be our blue-red guy over here. So, matter of fact, I want to turn off the lights for this one to try to make out that red a little better. Alright, so the red isn't really interfering because you can't see the damn thing anyway. Oh, actually it's over there, isn't it? Yes, there you are. Yeah, so that's not bothering me because, again, I can't even really see it. And it is, well, it's kind of all over the place, but it's not interfering at all in a way that matters. Can't really tell the difference between the reds, huh? Like, they're both red. One I can make out super easy, and, well, not super easy, easier. And one I can't really see at all. But I like where the blue is. He's over here. So again, it's going to be kind of short and small. I wish they were flipped. Well, if they were flipped, then he'd be really interfering with the screen. So I guess I'm glad I'm not. But he lights up kind of this mid gap here. Although there's less of a gap when the other front laser's on. But at least he'll give some cool beam shots above that corner. And then the pattern projectors are doing their thing. I guess they could be a little higher, huh? So let's move you guys up. Some more like that, maybe. That gives some color to that wall. Oh no, I can see the red better. For whatever reason. More of a direct angle of incidence, maybe. That also puts the blue higher, which I actually like more, I think. Maybe pivot him a little bit. Get the thing more kind of in the middle. And then get the blue a little further out. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think he can stay. But now with him on, let's go ahead and turn the front guys back on, since they're his main competition. More specifically the one on the right, but the one on the right is controlled by the one on the left, so you know. And I mean, the red and green does make some nice pattern projections in the air, so yeah, that's fine too. Yeah, the blue kind of holds its own over there. I mean, it muddies up it a little bit as far as what he's doing, but it's not a big deal. And you know what? I almost wonder, they're basically using the same engine because they have the same color modes. I mean, they are set up differently, but it's still CL1 through 4. They have the same pattern library. As I can tell, I guess it's not totally identical, because like the ones in the back have the elephant. I don't think the blue guy does. But I almost wonder if I could master slave them together, and if they'll do the same patterns. Something to try, I guess. Couldn't hurt. That might be better than them doing their own thing, or it might not. I don't know. See, but like his blue's really good. His blue's even better than the other blue from the other laser. Just his red diode sucks. Alright, I guess the only other thing left is... Oh, no. Forgot about you, buddy. Not that you interfere with anybody. Alright, one moment. Alright, so he's doing his thing now. It's nice having some coverage on the floor. Then he's definitely not competing with anything. So he's got a really good red too. That's on the green carpet. But you know, $300 laser. $100 laser. Actually less, because what did I say? I pay like 80 or something for him. But I guess normally it's $130 laser versus a $300 laser. Something like that. And so he covers the gap in the middle. Pretty much all of it. So it's vibrant colors. Yeah, so really the only thing left is the 9i guy over here, which shouldn't really impact anything. He's mostly like in that thing. Just got some really cool beam effects on him. And then the front laser with the spiders and the mirror ball. I guess technically the thing on the back too, but I'm not really going to run that if I'm running the back lasers, because it's just a green wash. I don't need that. Well, I did decide to go and haze it up. This battery's only got 3% on it. I guess I'm going to have to switch that out. But yeah, he's kind of high with the laser, so I guess I'm going to go back to pointing him back more closer to the floor like I was doing before. So let's see if I can do that before the battery croaks on me. Nope, I can't really get over there. Be right back. And probably new battery. Hi, buddy. I should have 2 topped off batteries anyway for the laser show, because I'm probably going to go 60 frames per second again. That's pretty much as low as I can get him. That eye thing is the one with the messed up thumb screws. They were basically cross-threaded or something, so I had to destroy the crap out of them to get them tight at all. Well, he also can't angle a lot because of the depth of him and where the power cord is. But at least it's lower. I think that's acceptable for when he's on. He's still more or less below the laser. And, I mean, again, that particular one is, again, mostly about the beam effects, less so about the things that's drawing on the wall, which is why he's over there. So, yeah, looking at the front two, unaligned or not, I'm still getting cyans, still getting purples. The beams are still coloring correctly, or at least good enough. They might be a little muted from where they were. A little hard to tell. But it's definitely not just red, green, blue, or shifted. So I can live with that. And he does make some really cool beam light effects. Alright, so I'll go ahead and turn the 5 laser back on so you can see him from the couch, which I still haven't done with fog yet. And we'll turn on the spiders. It's so much brighter in here now. I also really need to rename that 5 laser to something else, because Amazon keeps saying there's no group or device named 5. Well, I didn't say 5, I said 5 laser. It's a 2-word thing. She apparently doesn't like that. I don't think I've seen, in fact I'm almost positive I have not seen these spiders, both of them together in haze, let alone twisted like they are. That is freaking cool. I like it. I like it a lot. They do overpower the lasers a bit. I wish they had like a dimming setting. I don't think I can control the brightness. I need to double check the manual. But I don't believe I can control the brightness on those. But yeah, so there's the front guy. He looks so much happier there. Again, I don't have to worry about the weird squares and stuff he draws on the wall. But you still get all of the cool scanning effects straight on, right from the comfort of my couch. It's a thing of beauty. Now I really do want to get another one for the other side of that light, so I can have him do the whole front of the room. That would be very neat. Is it overkill yet? I mean, come on, I haven't even turned on the last thing. Well, 2 of the last things. We still got the mirrored ball. And we still got the green laser in the back. Not to mention the light strips, which I guess I'll also turn on, because again, I don't think I've done those in haze yet. Maybe I did. I'm not really sure. It must not have been impressive enough if I did. And this laser on the side kind of gets lost now with the other beam from the pattern projector and the spiders. He's just so muted now. It's kind of a shame. I think it's mostly this well, it's largely the spiders and largely this guy on the side. Just because his beams are so overpowering. Might as well go for broke at this point. So now his pattern projectors are on, and his balls are on, which do look really nice in the haze. But yeah, now it's like, what front laser? There's no laser there, what you talking about? Actually, he does kind of look off. I think there might be some IR overlap with this remote and the one for this guy, because he's definitely off now. Huh. It must be the blackout button, I bet you. So now I need to find that remote. Hang on. Oh, whatever it was, he's back. I just had to hit the power button again. That's unfortunate. I wonder if I can duplicate it. Yeah. The power button for the ball turns off that laser, but it's not a toggle, it just turns it off, it doesn't turn it back on. Either that, or it might not necessarily be turning it off so much as it might be putting it into like DMX mode or something. Yeah, that's what it is. Good to know, but inconvenient. It's okay, I'm not gonna run the ball that much anyway. Well, that's all the stuff, again, except for the green guy in the back. We will have some music going tonight. Well, this afternoon. But it looks like all the walls are covered. Let's see, we'll start in this corner. So we got that there, screen, front of this wall, back of this wall, back wall, which those patterns also get completely lost with everything else going on. Like, I can see the blue. You can kind of sort of make out the stuff it's doing in the back, but with the wash of the other ones with the haze, not so much. But I mean, you're gonna be doing it more like this, so at least you can see the beams. Anyway, so to continue, back wall, which the front laser definitely can power through. And you got that over there. And you got him. So yeah, there you go. So if we kill the spiders and we kill the side light, this is what we end up getting. So now you can see the patterns on the back again, such that they are. I almost wonder if there's too much crossing with these back guys. I mean, you still get their individual tunnels when you're in the position, but the three of them together might be too much. You know, with where the couch is, and it being such a short throw, this laser in the back really does get lost, the blue and red one. I almost barely feel like he's worth it. He just doesn't really fit there. It's not really bothering me, but it's not really contributing either. I don't know. He was such a pain in the butt to get up, I'm probably just gonna leave him. Yeah, I definitely think I'm done until I get a bigger space. There's just too much going on already. But you know, when we're in music mode, hopefully things will be a little more spaced out and we should be alright. Alright, that'll do it for this one. Go ahead and get him up, and then actually start publishing the videos that are uploaded, since they're all up and ready to go and processed. And then we will have a dance for you. Well, we'll have a music mode demo with everybody as the next clip. Next video, actually. Talk to you later. Huh. Apparently the back laser's sharing the remote too, because he got rotated. One of his axes got flipped, which is a button I have on the remote. Well, that's inconvenient. It was all fine and dandy until the mirrored ball. I'll have to find him and flip him. Alright, bye for real. Well, even though I already said goodbye, I don't really have a better video to put this in. I guess I could have waited until the truck unload, but I figured we'll do it now anyway. So I got the two new net lights. I don't know if I mentioned them or not, but one of the Amazon deals I saw was for these Halloween net lights. So it's actually two sets. It's a purple and orange. They're two individual sets, but you can chain them together, so I just have them plugged into each other so they share the same modes. So we have a purple orange net light. There's also our welcome to our web doormat that I picked up at Meyer last year. And then our spider web on the door. It's really the only decorating we've done so far for this year for Halloween. Between going to Florida, I guess we have the Happy Halloween sign up too. We bought it. It was on painted wood last year, and my wife did a painting project on it. First year of putting them up though. But yeah, between going to Florida and everything else, we're a little behind on the Halloween decorating. So we're probably not going to go crazy this year, because you know, before you know it's going to be time to start doing Christmas stuff. And then the other new addition is this guy. I got a little LED track light because I wanted a light for the cinema sign, and I didn't want to, have to hardwire anything in or whatever, so I went this route. So he's pretty cool. He's got a remote. It's actually 50% brightness, can go up to 100%. It's 3 lights. You can move them left and right. You can swivel them and rotate them. So I got it, on our 3D koi picture. One of those little lenticular things. And then I got one of them pointing to this mask here, which my wife actually made, I think back in school. And of course, the cinema sign, which I always kind of wanted to get a light on. So now he's lit up. No, it's more like 50% brightness though. Bright's pretty bright. And then I have the kitchen light strip in here on Aurora mode, because like I said, the GE light strips do modes now. I finally got the Amazon app to enter into a light mode without it giving me a server error. But it's only done it the one time. Every time I've tried it since then, it's gone back into server unresponsive or whatever again. So it's still buggy. But that's it. I've already watched the rest of the video, so it's ready to render once I just tack this last clip on. And then I'll get that uploaded. And then I just have to kill some time until it's time to do the laser show. Which is probably going to be Hearthstone and or a nap. To be determined. But, so that'll be the next one. See you in a bit for really signing off this time. Also, we put up our sun. We've had the chickens and stuff for a bit, but now we have a sun on the wall that we got from the mother-in-law. This place is starting to come together piece by piece. Put up, a piece every week or two. In like 5 years, we'll finally have everything up and it'll be time to move. Definitely not looking forward to that day. Alright, see you later with the show.